accused of shooting and killing her brother.
In Charles County, police say it started as a fight between those siblings. DC News Now's Tim Reed has the details and reaction from neighbors.
People in this Waldorf neighborhood tell me they are shocked after learning about a shooting between two siblings. As police investigate, neighbors tell us they want to know how this could happen.
I'm sorry for your tragic loss. My thoughts and prayers from my family to yours are with thee.
As of Monday night, the woman accused of the shooting is not under arrest or facing any charges. Many living on Williamsburg Drive in this neighborhood are keeping the family in their thoughts and prayers.
Well, it's a sad moment. I mean, anytime there's a loss of life, it's a sad moment. I mean, especially when it's siblings.
The Charles County Sheriff's Department is investigating. Deputies responded to this home early Sunday morning for a shooting. 38-year-old Jerome Benoit had died by the time they got there. Police say he and his 29-year-old sister got into a fight before she allegedly shot him.
That I'm just sorry that it even occurred, you know, that was something that they have to go through.
Alicia Smith and her family have lived in this neighborhood 30 years.
Like something you would never think of, that would never happen. But for it to be like right next door, that's even worse.
Folks in this community just want to know how this could happen.
For something like this to happen is very rare and very out of the ordinary.
A grand jury will examine this case and will decide if there will be charges filed against the sister. In Waldorf, Maryland, Tim Reed, DC News.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 21, verse 12. He that smiteth a man so that he die shall surely be put to death. Kol Halayim La, Al-Banawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Bahashem, Rakat, Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Exodus chapter 21, verse 12. He that smiteth a man so that he died shall be surely put to death. And that's the correct judgment, the correct discernment in this matter, man. Because this woman, this sibling of this man that got put to death by this woman, she's supposed to be put to death because she intentionally shot him to take his life. And as we know, and as we continue to see in society, women are highly emotional. Their decision making is based off their emotions and not off of logic. It's about how they feel. Okay, the disrespect. Okay, them not getting their way in that certain situation, whatever it may be. Okay, it's not logical to be highly emotional and not have the correct discernment to analyze things correctly, so you can judge the matter accordingly. Okay, point blank, period, man. So again, Exodus 21, verse 12. He that smiteth a man so that he die shall be surely put to death. So this woman's supposed to be put to death, and they didn't even arrest this woman. Now you know damn well that if this was Jake would have been arrested, prosecuted to the fullest extent, you know, guilty until proven innocent. But yet when it comes to the woman, it's a different story. If it's a different scenario. Okay. But as the law says, man, those that intentionally smite a man to kill him, to slay him, they shall surely be put to death, man. That's the correct judgment from Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man. All right? Period, man. But let's continue, because this is also of prophecy, man. Yahweh Shai stated this in the book of Matthew, man, which he got from the book of, which he recited, Salaki, from the book of Micah, if I'm not mistaken. So this is St. Matthew chapter 10, and I'm going to read verses 35 to 36. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. So people in the household, they have friction. They're feuding, going against one another. You know, that division. Okay, and this is a prime example of this, man. You know, to have an argument, regardless of what it was, for, you know, that woman to take, you know, the modern day sword, which is the gun, and to literally slay her brother for whatever reason she feels is validating her cause, her purpose of doing it. Okay, period, man. So, you know, we are literally seeing, you know, prophecy being declared, being brought forth, being activated, man. Okay, period, man. So a man's foes are going to be those of his own household, and not, you know, only the emergency family of your household. You know, your mother, your father, your brothers, your aunts, your uncles, but also of the nation. Okay, but again, you know, the Lord said it, man, in the book of Genesis. But let's grab this in the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach. Okay, so this is the book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. And this man actually died through a woman. Okay, the Lord put a spirit on this woman to take her brother out. So he actually died by the hand of a woman, which is actually frowned and looked down upon, and actually you know, embarrassing. You know, it's a I think it's in Judges, if I'm not mistaken. It's a part in Judges where, you know, a particular man, I can't think of his name right off of hand, asked his armor bearer to slay him because the woman was in a tower and she pushed over a rock and it hit him upside the head. And, you know, he wanted to, he didn't want his remembrance to be known that he got slain by the hand of a woman. So he asked his armor bearer to thrust his sword through him so he would die. Okay, but this is a prime example of, you know, actually dying by the hand of a woman. You know, again, Sirach 25, verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, because the woman, you know, they want to be above the man. They want to be in a leadership position. They have what it is called a penis envy, man. Okay, and, you know, I saw a video where you actually a damn nigger woman, a light-skinned nigger woman at that, was talking about women rule the world and women this and women that, and it's just, you know, they actually believe this nonsense, man. Okay, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her, so through and by her, in this situation, this man's life was taken, man. For whatever reason the situation was and what the argument was about. Okay, because our people only know one thing. Let's let the Bible talk on it, man. Our people only know one thing. They don't know how to resolve things peacefully. You know, they don't know how to judge things in a manner that, you know, doesn't involve violence and bloodshed. Okay, so this is Romans 3, verses 15 to 16. Their feet are swift to shed blood. So it was not, in this particular situation, was not her feet quick to shed the blood of her sibling, someone that she grew up with, someone that she basically had the same parents. Well, I don't know if same mother, same father, but, you know, we'll just say same parents, and you know, just you know, in this situation. Okay, they don't give a damn, because our people only see, because they have the mentality, the characteristics, the traits of Edomites, man. And Edomites resolve matters through bloodshed, and our people have gravitated and cleaved on to those customs, man. Okay, and that's all they know. Again, they don't know how to logically analyze and have peace amongst disagreements, amongst arguments, amongst things that are not necessary to bring forth, again, the modern day sword, which is the gun. Romans 3, verse 15. Their feet are swift to shed blood. Destruction and misery are in their ways, because that's all they know. They don't know how to resolve a matter, again, through logic, through correct discernment, through literally talking things out correctly, and, you know, doing everything decently and in order, and analyzing the real cause of the matter, the real what's the word I'm looking for here? Salakia. The real I can't think of the word, man, but we'll continue. The real cause of the matter, the real, you know, the real issue of the whole situation. Let's say that. Okay, but you know, they've been so used to destruction and being miserable that they don't know nothing else, man. They don't know nothing else. But the Lord, man, the Lord is not, you know, justice shall and will prevail, and the Lord is going to bring forth that justice. Okay? Period, man. The Lord's going to bring forth that justice. So again, let's let the Bible talk, man. Let's go to the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, and let's read verse 22. My right hand, okay, which is Yahushua, shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. Now, we know that nobody perishes being innocent, that this was, you know, first and foremost judgment from Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. He ordained and predestinated for this situation to happen the way it happened, man. But still, in a worldly concept, a worldly matter, it's shedding of innocent blood. Okay, because again, as I stated, women are very unstable, highly emotional. They make their judgments off of their emotions. They go off of how they feel at the moment. Okay, and then, you know, whether it be a week, a month, half a year, 2 years, however long it takes, then that final correct judgment of that recompense of the error from that judgment that they made, they actually realize, okay, through logical thought process, that decision that they made, however long ago it was wrong. Okay, and that custom, that trait that the Lord has given you, woman, alone should show you that you're not equal to a man. Just that one thing. Okay. So the Lord said again, 2nd Esdras 15 verse 22, my right hand, Yahushua, shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. So, you know, hey, man, a lot of people's going to be judged, man. A lot of people's going to be judged in the very near future, man. And it'd be better off for you to be judged now than you have Yahushua come back to judge you, man. Because that's going to be a horrific, grievous judgment, man. Okay? But again, man, let's continue. Let's let this Bible speak out, man. Okay, because, you know, we got to resolve, well, we know we resolve matters in the correct way. But our people want to be labeled as what society has labeled them, and what is elevated, and what is always performed in this captivity. So this is 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 15. But let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer. So this woman, she's looked at by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and the men of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua as a murderer, an evildoer. Because again, what is the purpose? And you know, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. We only know what's being told to us on this news clip. Now, unless this man literally had a knife in your side, which they didn't say that she was harmed, she was injured in any way, or unless he had a gun in your face and you somehow, some way took the gun from him and shot him, where's the justification? Having an argument, and more than likely the brother was probably, you know, going in on his sister, telling her about herself, and she couldn't take it, and more than likely that's where the firearm came into play. And I'm just, you know, guessing. I'm not saying this is what happened. I'm just guessing. Okay? So I don't want to hear none of you stupid niggas or women come on my comment board talking shit. Block, delete. Okay? 1 Peter 4 verse 15. But let none of you suffer as a murderer or as a thief or as an evildoer. And these are also labels that are put on the nation that rules the earth. And you know who that is. I don't got to state it. You know exactly who that is. Okay? Or as a busybody, so like in other men's matters, man. Okay? You got to know, as they say, which battles to fight. All right? Period. Because again, as I stated, she's not being charged. She wasn't arrested. And somehow, some way, they're going to have a grand jury judge on this matter. Now, again, if this was a so-called Negro, Hispanic, Native or Seminole Indian, that man, that Israelite man, would have been arrested, prosecuted, booked, put in jail, and probably not given no bond. And also guilty until proven innocent. But yet, when it comes to the women, it's a different story. It's a different agenda. It's a different cause, man. And you're literally seeing that. So she's already proud that she has laid her brother down. Now she's even prouder that she's walking the streets, not being charged for the crime, man. This is some wicked shit, man. This is wicked, man. Because what she did, man, the Lord gonna get that ass, man. The Lord is gonna get that ass, and trust and believe it's gonna be something, man, something that you are going to regret. Let's close out here. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 28, verse 1. He that revengeth shall find vengeance from the Lord. So you revenge yourself over an argument because you was in your feelings. Your brother was probably saying some stuff that you couldn't take, whether it was true or whether it wasn't. And you wanted to seek justice and vengeance by taking them out. That is wicked, man. Why do you think it says again in the book of Sirach 25 verse 19, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. So that means the wickedness of a woman greatly exceeds the wickedness of men. Because again, there's no conscience, there's no pity, there's no remorse, there's no sympathy, no nothing when it comes to the wickedness of a fucking woman, man. Okay? And especially those that know the truth, man. Especially those women that know the truth, man. And you wicked black bitches, okay? Whether you be from the northern kingdom or the southern kingdom, the Lord got something for you rebellious, pompous bitches, man. And I'm going to say it like that. If you don't like it, unsubscribe, go watch somebody else. Because it says in the book of Sirach 26, a self-willed woman shall be counted as a bitch. And a lot of you Israelite women that know the truth, not all, but a lot, you're self-willed. You fucking bitches. Sirach 28 verse 1. He that revengeth shall find vengeance from the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, and he will surely keep his sins in remembrance. So the Lord got something for this wicked bitch, man. The Lord got something for this woman and all those that think they're justified. They have gotten away with their wickedness, and they're not going to receive no recompense, man. So I don't want to rot this out, man. I hope and I pray that this is edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true, sincere Aki and Wa Akwav. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shabbat Shalom.